kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Tell me, boy.
Testicles, tank is gay. Testicles, tank is gay. Wait.
Testicles. Trouble likes it in the butt. Trouble likes it
What?
in the butt.
Nah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So, welcome back to Paranormal Radio Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your humble host, Trebles Garcia, and joining me at Once and Twos is the best co-host on the motherfucking planet, a big tank. Salute.
What's shaking bacon? What's good? What's grinding, big dog?
Damn, I fucking missed your voice, dog. I haven't heard of you for a minute, dog. It's like we don't talk every day.
Every day. Fool, shut the
No, we
fuck up.
don't, bro.
Yes, we do, fool. Name one day we haven't talked to each other, fool.
What is
One
talking to you?
day.
To you, what's talking? Like calling me just to fucking rap battle me and that's it? Like, that's not talking, dog. Like, I miss my homie, my friend, the fool that used to take me out to eat pollo campero with me, dog. The dude that used to fucking tickle, bring me gifts and shit.
Hold up. I gotta clear and air this out. Extra. Treble just said that he used to take him on pickle.
No.
yes, live and in air. This motherfucker swear hand
Stop
over the
it.
Bible came in with an oath. And I said the guy that I used to tickle and pickle.
Stop
Dog,
it.
Tell me how you really feel, big dog.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. This is the first episode with Big Tank and I dropping fucking bombs together as an OG episode. We're bringing you an amazing content filled with craziness and mysterious ways of the world. But right before we jump on all of that, please, Big Tank, connect the randomizing machine and give me the review.
Randomizing machine, do your thing.
Paranoid Radio.
That is right, everybody. This is a preview review where I read you a review from Apple Podcast. Amazing energy, dude! Exclamation mark. Kakaroto 500 with 5 stars. This podcast is so interesting. The comedy is so good, and it makes me wonder what's really happening in life. Keep it up! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Thank you so much, Kakaroto 500, for that amazing review on Apple Podcasts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you want us to read a review out loud from any of the fucking from any of you listeners, make sure you drop it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, absolutely free. Thank you. That's right.
And I'm just saying that comment was super. Just saying.
Oh shit!
Because the name is Kakaroto.
Oh, Super Saiyan. Oh, because you're just saying. All right, Big Tank. Move on with the. It's a bird. It's a plane. Nope. It's what? It's a bird. It's a plane. Nope. It's Paranoid Radio. Big Tank. What is happening?
What is happening, my people? What is happening?
Yeah.
You guys know the deal. I'm going to give you guys these 2 stories, and I want you guys' official input. So I want you guys' 2 cents plus my 2 cents, and we deposit that bitch into the bank of knowledge, my people.
Ooh, the bank of knowledge. That's right.
Sheesh. What is going on through everybody's mind right now? I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's hitting California with a massive storm, no pun intended. This fucking rain, big dog.
Hey, if it's raining cats and pussies. I mean, cats and dogs out here, dog.
Hey, fool. The pussies are getting super soaked, big dog.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit. It's like God is pissing on us heavily today. Real quick.
Big dog. Okay. Have you heard the statistics of what's going on?
No, let us know.
Okay. Up to today, we have received 1.7 trillion gallons of water.
Damn. Talk about a drought.
Hey, Exactly. Okay.
Mhm.
This isn't going to fix anything that California is going in the long run. Yes, it is a massive amount of water. Yes, this is the most we've seen in over 15 years,
Mhm.
110%. It's definitely affecting the north side of California a lot heavy, washing stuff out. Highways
Whoa.
completely engulfed, farms completely being taken over. People can't even step outside.
Get the fuck out.
If people don't have a blow up life raft, they ain't going to the store. Put it that way, big dog.
What the fuck?
Unless you got one of those yeehaw trucks that are like 5 feet.
Wait,
up
what
in
the
the air.
fuck's a yeehaw truck?
Oh, you don't know what a yeehaw? Okay, for the people that don't know what a yeehaw truck is, it's normally associated with, I guess, the whiter kind of people, where it's severely lifted.
Yeehaw! I got it. I get it. Fool. I get
massive
it.
Type of thing.
I
big
get it, dog. I get it. Yeehaw! I got it, bro. Now I get it. I get it.
I mean, they said Mexicans lifted 2 feet with a lift. I'm gonna lift it 5 feet from its original stock. Yeehaw! No, but away from all that,
Yeah.
bro, it's really bad over there. And even with everything that the scientists are predicting and everything, even with all these structural things that we set up, the dams that are supposed to hold all this much water, the LA River, big dog, is overflowing.
Hey, that's just 3 days of really heavy rain, dog. The LA River is about to overflow. Like, dog. I've seen the TikTok videos. I've seen the Instagram posts. Like, it's getting crazy out here, bro.
It's wild, big dog, to say the very least. It honestly is. But okay. They still predict a more bigger storm in the future than this.
What?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
So, in the lifespan of this, we're only gonna have about maybe 14 days of complete rain to rain back to back. That is what's gonna be projected for January. Moving forward, this is gonna be the most absolutely biggest storm we've had in over 15 years. But like I said, scientists are still predicting a bigger storm than this within the next 7, which is gonna last a total of consecutive 45 days.
What?
Can
Talk
you
about a flood.
Imagine that. Some people can't
With
even
the same
stand
year
it.
or upcoming 7 years?
No. Within the upcoming 7 years,
Okay.
they do expect something a lot bigger, really close to what a lot of people considered El Nino back in the 1930s, I believe, 1940s.
God damn.
So, I've noticed a lot of people have been getting mad, definitely throwing, I guess, tantrums that they can't enjoy a weekend because of the rain. Everything's real muddy. A lot of people aren't even working, especially construction. People that deal with anything in construction, they know for the most part that they ain't working right now. And it does affect their quote unquote money. It does affect them. You get me? If you don't work, you don't get paid. So can you imagine that? How do you feel about that? If this is quote unquote only going to be 2 weeks, maybe a little bit less, imagine 45 days, a month and a half. Big dog.
We'll be in trouble, especially if you're talking about a giant storm fixing itself to come in within the next 7 years. The United States as a whole, but specifically California, does not have the infrastructure to hold off that much water for that amount of time. That only means that we're gonna be flooded as fuck up here. I mean, down here in LA. You know, LA is already like in a valley type of hole, like in a hole. It's like it sinks down. So it's kind of like we're gonna be fucking for sure. I know the San Gabriel Valley, and I know the valleys. That's where the water collects the most because there's nowhere to go. The water stays there. El Monte, our hometown, the city of El Monte, is already fucking flooded as fuck. I've seen all the fucking the news reports. It's crazy out there, dog. So not only talk about that, dude. The people forget in California. People forget how to drive in the rain for some fucking reason, and the accidents are everywhere, dude. Like I'll walk out, dude. I walk out. Talking about walking out to the corner to go buy water or soda or whatever, dude. And dog, there's an accident everywhere I look. So that's not rare. That's happening today. Real shit.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I woke up today at 4, was on the road by like 4:10, 4:15. I shit you not, big dog. On the lifespan of those, I mean, not on the lifespan, on the span of 18 miles, that's from La Puente to downtown, I saw total 4 accidents, big dog.
Get just the fuck out of here, dog.
Just on the 10, big dog.
Damn. So for sure the insurance companies is having a rainy day. Get it?
All right, let's move on from this subject because I'm even tired of the rain. I'm tired of getting wet. On to the next one. My people. So what the fuck is happening, big dog?
And what's going on?
And what I mean by that, big dog, is does it feel like if we're in the end of times?
Oh man. Okay. Be a little bit more. Give me more information. I don't want to just go based off my emotions here.
So.
Uh,
There was a discovery, quote
Mhm.
unquote, that happened in Egypt, where they believed to have found Osiris's tomb.
oh my God! I seen that.
A lot of people have just said that it has an Osiris hieroglyph, not necessarily Osiris's tomb,
Damn.
but that it has Osiris's hieroglyphs. And then you also have the Euphrates River drying up.
Wow.
You have a lot of stuff affecting us worldwide.
Biblical.
That, to a sense, yes,
Mhm.
but I mean, I don't
Prophetic.
I don't want to dive into it in that sense either, because as time progresses, everything is new.
Yeah, and I mean we've been seeing prophecies come to a pass, right, for a while now. I don't want to jump into like, it's the end of times, but I'm gonna tell you something, dog. If that's Osiris' tomb, do you know what this means, dog? Like it's wild, bro. It's
Real
fucking
life,
wild.
real life, the mummy.
A curse? I don't know, dog. I'm going mystical here, fool. I'm going to a mystical sense, bro. These are all maybe the forthcoming of the Antichrist. I don't know, dog. I don't
like
want to bring.
like Apocalypse, the X-Men.
Yeah.
You think
Like,
so?
dog, it's been foretold in movies. This is no lie, fool. I'm telling you, Halloween, Hollywood drops crumbs of truth in entertainment, bro. Like, it's dog. I don't know, bro.
Okay. We have talked about that. You know what? A lot of stuff have been discovered. There was actually a rock formation of a giant, and I mean, what looks like this prehistoric alligator engraved into the mountain, big dog.
What about that giant snake in I think it's in Central America also? It's like a giant snake rock.
Yeah.
It looks like it's wrapped around the rock and it has like a big snake head coming out. It's just a rock, but it looks like it's a fucking snake. You could even see the scales of it. Like it looks scalish.
Exactly. Okay. So with all this being found and everything that is going on, coincidence, biblical, or just shit that's popping up?
Look, for you're asking the conspiracy theories here about what you think about that. I think it's a matter of times of revelations, fool. Revelations is upon us, bro. Revelations is being things are being revealed to our eyes now, bro, and we are all waking up. And I think prehistoric things are actually happening, bro. Like are coming up to yeah, dude. It's
so now that I got you to agree on that,
Mhm.
there is no way the quote unquote 1% of people running this world could ever have a handle on that.
Yes, that's how. Yeah. Good shit.
Okay. So, if the quote unquote Illuminati, deep dark secret, how do you call it, academies that are out there, all these major 1% people that are definitely out there, there's no way they could have a handle on that unless you actually believe that they're the Nephilim, how do you call it, that are ruling it. You get me? But even that, I mean, that's still combining everything. Are we seeing the end of technology meeting, quote unquote, the mystic? Are we, quote unquote, meeting where technology, science that hasn't been explained yet is
the combination of it?
Yeah.
The combination of it.
I mean, in your most purest sense, can you say this is a 1% type of ordeal being orchestrated right now?
No, I think it's happening and they're losing control. So they're trying to move pieces as fast as possible because they're running out of time, space, and power. Like, I think they're scrambling. This is a Hail Mary pass. That's what I think. And they're trying to cover up a lot of things.
I can't see it though, if I'm gonna be honest.
You don't think the internet's being used as a tool to expose more things?
Most definitely.
Right?
I do see that. I do see that.
Uh-huh.
But then how does that take away from the free world thinkers that are putting it out there? Are they being used? Are we, quote unquote, being used to put it out there?
Yes. Like I know where you're going. As a psyop, as a fucking controlled opposition.
Yeah,
a lot of people think that even Andrew Tate is controlled opposition, right? To keep us divided.
Trebles, are you being used? Do you have some type of connection with Illuminati that you're not telling me? Because I'm not. I mean, I'm a low-level motherfucker. I don't have no type of content.
I am a high-level motherfucker, but I'm not being orchestrated or used by any dark.
Not even on Call of Duty, you're a high-level motherfucker.
What the fuck? You know what, fool? You know what, dog? The only person I'm gonna be using tonight is gonna be your mom. How about that?
It's okay, big dog. It's only fair, big dog. I had yours the weekend. You get mine this week. So ain't no problem. Ain't no thing for the chicken wing, big dog.
Gotta keep it in the family, dog.
Hey, well, does that mean you're doing your mom?
Hey, dude. Hey, dog. Hey, if you like it, fool, handle it, dog. I got no problem with that. Right? Hey, my mom's gonna be happy too. She's gonna get a piece of heaven too, bro. Yeah. That's all her, fool.
No. But all jokes aside, I mean, it is scary, everything that's happening, but I'm pretty sure that's what people said when they first got a hold of a telephone, the very first telephone back in the day. Electricity.
You said this before. You've said this before. Humankind will never be happy, dog. They will always find something or someone to fucking complain about. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you can't give us everything and then we'll still fucking complain about something. That we'll always find a loophole or a way to fucking talk trash about something. As a matter of fact, that's what happened with the U.S. We're so perfect. We're so rich. We're so wealthy. We're so accustomed to abundance, and then we start fucking fighting each other about names and genders and shit. Like it's dumb, bro, dumb. And then humankind will always find a way to fucking complain.
You know, I just got into a little spirited debate over the weekend. With somebody had their own personal opinion about gender.
Shit.
They gave me their pronouns, no problem. Hey,
What?
Cool, And I had never dealt with somebody like that. I had seen it on TV and everything like that.
And
I told them, cool, hey, yeah, sure, why not? You get me? He was really direct. He just wanted to be addressed a certain way. I get it. I fully understand. You want to be acknowledged for who you are or whatever it is.
For who you want and who you pretend to be, because you're mentally ill. Sorry,
sure.
That's just my point.
I mean, I'm not gonna dive deep into that. You get me? I don't want to. But I did say. I mean, does that mean that all of these ancient people that we have found, or not even ancient, all these old bodies, when the coroner's going through them, when the people have found all these bodies,
you're not a cheater. You're either man or woman.
Exactly. Does that mean do they look for a tattoo or something? Oh no, we cannot identify this as a male or a female, because he had a tattoo or a marking on himself that said, "Call me him or it." Or
Can I ask you what did this thing want to be called?
Yeah, he said that he preferred them and their. Those were his pronouns.
Okay.
And I will say them as in him. But he did feel more, and I can understand him not feeling himself in his body. I could definitely see that. You get me? Sometimes you really do have a complete mindset that you're not what you're supposed to meant to be. I mean, I'm not saying everybody's perfect. I mean,
Can I add on to that?
Of course.
I feel like okay, all right, dog, straight up, yeah. Like, out of respect of you as a human, I'm gonna call you what you want to be called, a cheetah, for example, or leaf. You want to be called a leaf? I'll call you a leaf. Fuck it, I'll call you a leaf. That does not mean that takes away from you actually being biologically a man or a woman. If you can have babies, you're a woman. If you have jizz coming out of your fucking nutsack, you're a man. Period. I could call you a leaf. I'll call you leafy. Good, don't trip. But you're still either a man or a woman. I don't give a fuck what you want to think you are. You're mentally ill, chemically unstable. Fuck that. I'm sorry, dog. Like, I respect the LGBTQ. I have fucking, we have friends that are fucking gay and family members that are homo. I don't give a fuck, fool. I'm not talking shit, fool. It's just a plain and simple, dog. I'll call you Leafy out of respect because that's your fucking name, but you're still a fucking dickhead. You're a man, like, I don't know, dog.
How far is too far though, big dog? Okay.
I won't disrespect them. I won't disrespect them.
No disrespect.
But don't come at me. Like, if they disrespect me, I'ma fucking call you out on your fucking penis. Because if you have a penis, you have a penis, dog. Period. Like, I mean, the fuck, bro? You're not a tree, right? I mean, I'm sorry. You're not talking shit here, but I'm sorry.
No. It's not about talking shit. Okay. So, I will say that some people are taking it too far, to the sense of, I just heard the Joe Rogan show, where he brings up that in his, I think, daughter's school or something like that they had to install a litter box.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Because one of the girls there, how do you call it? She was considered a virgin or something.
What do you think about that?
I think that's a little too far, big dog, especially coming as a request from a young child.
The kid doesn't know what the fuck is wrong with him. They don't know what the
I'm gonna say people are forgetting what imagination is.
Thank you.
And where to draw the line.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. I think they're using their imagination, and these fucking idiot almost. I want to look. I don't want to call them Nates. I don't want to call them Democratic. I don't want to call them pedophiles. But these teachers, these other grown-ups that are allowing these kids use.
I wouldn't say Democratic.
I know.
I mean, it could
Republicans
be
are there too. Yeah,
yeah,
it could be anybody. It could be. That's why I didn't want to say that. But I'm not gonna call them pedophiles either. I want to see this. I want to call them these ministries of these schools. These fucking teachers and professors are allowed. These deans and directors are allowing these kids to pretend too hard and take a piss in a litter box at 10 years old. You need to fucking get reevaluated to see if you're okay to be a dean. And like this is, I don't know, bro. Like you cannot allow kids. They have to put a stop to it, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You have to be responsible for your actions, and there's consequences in life for everything that you do. And pretending to be a cat your entire life to avoid responsibility, you can suck a dick. That's not right. Sorry.
Gobble 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 gobble. All right, big dog. Hey, so before we jump off the deep end on this one, this was what is happening, me people. Let me know what you guys do think, what you guys don't think, but most definitely, we'll see you next time because this is the best segment. Woo! On TV schedule broadcasting.
That is right. Big Tank, thank you so much for those two amazing stories. As always, doing an amazing job. And ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing you an amazing episode up next. I hope you are ready to freaking do this the right way. Allow me to jump in from the deep to the pool and set the fucking mood. Because Jasper National Park is one of the most mysterious places on Earth. As a matter of fact, it's located in Canada. It's called Whistler's Peak, known for haunted lodges in the lakes and Sasquatch. But that's not the only impressive stuff. Some of the mystery cases include a young man whose life was stalked and ended due to his viral videos of what his fans are calling a giant on TikTok. Welcome to the case of Andrew DAWSON. Bam.
Damn, big dog. Andrew motherfucking DAWSON. Honestly,
this is a hot topic, bro. A lot of people have been requesting this.
It is. But I will say 2-3 months back, he was a nobody with an average TikTok. Yes. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild, until that just significant video that just blew the fuck up, big dog.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I know you guys are thinking, oh, these guys are gonna just bring in the fucking TikTok videos, which we are. We are gonna be explaining the TikTok videos by date stamp, from the beginning to end. But I'm also going to bring in some conspiracy topics that you're not going to be able to hear, or you probably will after, but you won't hear in any other podcast before this. Like, this is the only podcast that has done this amount of research. I could guarantee you that, because Big Tank knows, dude. Like, Big Tank has paragraphs on paragraphs from my end right now, because I did some deep dives on some crazy shit that I'm gonna talk about soon. So you want to get into this, Big Tank, or what? Let's do the TikTok videos, bro. Let's do the stamps. So before we jump into anything, guys, there is no paperwork on his official death. Okay, so the only thing that certifies his death is the paper of the mortuary. What was it? For the paper that came out?
No, the coroner's office. The
coroner's office basically pulled out a paperwork saying who his mom was, who's his dad. We are gonna jump into details, but let's go on the timestamps on his TikTok video. So his TikTok handle is called Andy Capt with K. So Andy, K-A-P-T. All right, guys. So the fucking TikTok video is still up, which makes me think, how come they haven't wiped it? If the CIA was really involved into this, you know that they like to wipe clean any evidence. However, they kept it there. So check this out. March. No, this is May. Yeah, no. This is which for April? April 9. 2022, he films the giant on his way to work. So this guy has nothing but blogs of him and his dog, him at work, him and family members at parties, etc. He's a regular Joe type of dude. But on the 9th of April 2022, he films the giant on top of a fucking ridge, of a mound, of a fucking hill. There's a lot of ice. Check this out. And he started asking the locals shortly after that first video, and the locals around that area of the town would tell him that the giant comes and goes. The next one is 411. You want to do that one, Big Tank?
Hey, most definitely. He showed the mountain at scale to review his zoom in and get a bigger angle.
So yeah, okay. So he go ahead.
No. It's basically just showing the comparison of how big this thing is. And honestly, by the most common sense, that shit is massive. Honestly, I think the people that have speculated, they're saying it's north of 15 feet.
Dog, honestly, fool, if you do the scaling back to the way on that episode, that video precisely dropped on the 11th, so two days after the first video, right?
Yeah.
If you scale it, bro, the human, if a regular human being stands on that ridge, it'll look like a speck. And you could tell like the body of that fucking thing was not no human. It was a humanoid, but it wasn't a human. If you get my drift,
Yes,
catch my
sir.
drift.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
a day after, on the 12th of April, he went to the mountain and kept complaining about being destroyed by the internet. So I guess the internet was talking shit to him on the comments and telling him, "Hey, you can't even keep your fucking hand steady." So he was really frustrated, and he mentioned this to the people. He was like, "You know what? I can't. You know how hard it is to keep my hand zoomed in and keep a steady hand while doing it." So then he goes back on the 12th and does the same thing. On the same day, he has a third video coming out on the 12th of April, and he goes, "This is my first encounter with the CIA. They told me not to suppress because there was an environmental issue," and I'm using big quotation marks here, guys. Now check this out. Check this out. I guess they blocked his truck and told him to head back immediately, but he did not film it. So I guess this is his first encounter that he was not able to film.
When somebody is basically telling you you cannot do this, you cannot do that, your first everybody's reaction, why not? Why
Exactly.
not? Why not? Let's keep it going. Let's
It's
check
a
it out.
public space, right?
Exactly, exactly. That's everybody's first reaction. I get it. Everybody has First Amendment rights.
Mm-hmm.
But ah, call me a skeptic. Call me not trying to get capped. But if there's deeper powers, you're onto something. And if you're just an average Joe, guess what? You're disposable. You're just a number. You're
Specifically, you're alone in a lonely area, rural area of the fucking world. Guaranteed, bro.
not only that, I mean, you're gonna become a hashtag. You're gonna become a statistic, believe it or not.
A fucking hashtag?
I'm
That's
gonna be
sad.
honest.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is, it is, it is, it is, it is. But if you honestly have no type of power, no matter how much good you're trying to do or expose the truth,
Hmm.
if a deep organization doesn't want you to find out and you have no backing behind you, even people with power and backing
Hmm.
have became what's it called, bystander. And honestly, I think that's what happened right here. He had no
Collateral
type of
damage, right?
power. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
110%. And I think honestly, I believe that's what happened right here. Is I think he might have been too much, a little bit too much for what he is. You get me? Uh,
Exactly. I
uh
think so. Okay, let me go back to the stamps. On April the 13th, which is a day after his first again encounter with CIA, with the first CIA thing, he left his home at 5:30 a.m. He got into his truck with his dog, and he headed up to the mountain. And he was very proud. He posted up videos, and there is a timestamp on the fucking computer on the screen of the truck. If you guys stop it right when he fucking focuses on the screen for a quick little second, you'll see that it's 5:30 a.m. On the second video, he captures a white orb UFO in the same mountain on the same ridge during the fucking same angle of where he saw the giant. So this is not just now us seeing giants. He now witnessed a UFO, and it was an orb. It was like you could see the video, bro. It's trippy. That same date. On the third video of April the 13th, he captured helicopters with nets and extraction gear on the highway on the way up to that same mountain. And he even says it. They're extracting something from here. Like pretty wild, homie. Like it's crazy shit. I'm surprised nobody else got that video. That he's the only one that put because I was searching for
Okay,
those
see,
videos.
that's exactly my point. Is it such a rural area where the narrative is really small, where people are not mind their own business? You get me? Because you do have that in a lot of places where
Uh-huh.
people do just mind their own business. They'll see something come in, they'll stay quiet. Especially in, for example, Mexico, when all the
Mhm.
stuff is going down with the cartel and everything in the small cities and the ranchos, people stay quiet. They keep to themselves. They don't want to get involved. They don't want to get in trouble. But I mean,
You know what? You're right. Even that fucking that story of the guy the musician, the banda player
yeah.
that took a shortcut and then he was abducted by fucking duendes and like 18 years passed because he was playing music for the duendes for a bucket of gold. When he fucking got out of the fucking little forest, little shortcut, he got home. His wife had married his best friend and had grown kids with his best friend. And his wife asked him, "Where the fuck were you?" And then he told him, "I was playing some music for some duendes. Here's some gold coins." And she saw that it wasn't gold coins; it was pesos. So there was like a time lapse, and they kept that very quiet. And that really happened to him. That's like based on a true story.
Exactly. Okay,
Triple
okay.
shit.
That's that's the best example we could give you, honestly, because I mean,
they become folklore after, but it's based on a true story. Like these things are based on real stories from like locals and people. The local people are really quiet about it.
E-
They don't speak about it.
Exactly. Especially when it's something, I guess, out of the realm where it's not quite believable as we like it to be.
Yeah, yeah,
You get
yeah.
me? I
Mhm.
mean, I there's always gonna be stories, especially if you go into not I'm not just gonna say just them, but especially like if you go into Native Americans, oh, this is a day that we go to sleep early because of so and so such or
The Aztecs do
curse.
that.
Yeah,
Every day.
exactly.
Every day is a different like a ritual.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
I mean, so if these people have been seeing it for a long time, they're accustomed to it. They know don't bother it, it won't bother us, almost to a sort of paganism. Because you have to remember, back in the day when it was called pagan rituals, pagan gods and everything, you
Mhm.
had to do all these type of sacrifices, and people would sacrifice children, other men, women, whatever it was, whoever, whatever they were going to offer, and they
Mhm.
would stay quiet about it. To them, it was normalized.
And in this area, North America is known for allegedly in Native Americans having interactions with fucking giants and other paranormal activities, such as skinwalkers. So we've talked about this before. Like that's real shit.
Exactly my point. That's where it just gets a little hard to dilute and digress. You get
Well,
me?
okay, so that was the third video on the 13th of April. He caught the fucking the helicopters with extraction gear, and then he put up a fourth video. Guys, this is real, guys. This is where it starts getting intense. On the fourth video of the 13th of April, right? There's a fucking at 10 p.m. He's still climbing the road on his truck, and he gets stopped by another CIA black Charger and was told to go back. So the only reason I know this is at 10 p.m. because I got a glimpse at the dash car clock, the clock on the dashboard on a little screen on his truck. Again, it was a very fast swipe, but I stopped it right on time, and it's at 10 p.m. So this guy has been climbing or finding back roads up this mountain entirely for the entire day since 5:30 a.m. dog. This is no joke. So check this out, bro. This is where it starts getting crazy on the 16th. So this was 3 days after. 3 days of silence. He captured his first home stalker. It was the same vehicle from the mountain. And you know how I know it was the same car? And I know it was, in fact, a fucking government car because it had the rims, the cop rims. You know how the cop rims are all solid black and solid? Like they almost look
Yeah.
bulletproof? It had
Yeah.
those same rims. If you guys don't believe me, go to that timestamp, go to that video on the 416, and when he fucking said, looks at his first stalker, it's a black Charger. And the moment he pulls out the door of his house, the fucking Charger rams out. Like he takes off quick. And that's how I know it was a cop car. So now this is where it starts getting intense, Big Tank. On the 6th of May, so now we're talking about almost 20 days of silence, bro. Trippy shit, trippy shit. From 416 all the way to 516, all right? May the 6th. May the 6th. Get it? May the 6th. Star Wars. All right, almost 20 days of silence.
That's
This is where the big video comes out. He claims that all wait up claims only to be figured. Okay, so this is where this big video comes out where he's against the wall with his hands in his pockets, and people are fucking like trolling on him because allegedly he's saying that all his videos were fake and he only did it for entertainment purposes. But as he's telling the camera this and he's telling his fans this, he's also looking around like if somebody's there with him or somebody's instructing him what to say. That's the
like he's
trippy
reading a
video,
script. Like
right?
yeah, like I mean, we've all seen it. I guess how do you call it, the what's it called, the when the Mexicans, the cartels do the, how do you call it, the
Exactly.
who do you work for? What are you
Yeah.
doing here?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It almost saw like that type of vibe. I mean, it's definitely not his normal persona that he is. It was
Yeah.
definitely completely different. There was a different type of atmosphere. I mean, could it at this point he's probably scared, paranoid, but I mean, okay,
It's
I'm gonna ask you this, Trebs, and I want you to
uh-huh.
be 100% honest.
Uh-huh.
Something like this happens, okay?
Mhm.
Are you gonna pursue it?
Ah, dog, I
No,
have
no,
kids. I can't. I have
okay, okay,
kids.
exactly. I mean, I understand why he pursued it. You get me?
Hmm.
I understand why other people would pursue it. You get
Hmm.
me?
Hmm.
But in my personal shoes, I can't say I would do that.
I know, dog. I know. And you know what? He did pursue it. In fact, so that was on 5/6, right? When he dropped that fucking that video where he said, "Oh, it's only entertainment purposes," whatever. He looked like a dumbass.
Yeah.
Well, 10 days later on 5/16, he said too much has happened. And he was holding his camera to his face, moving his hair, fidgeting. And he went on saying that he goes, I might not be able to post ever again. My videos weren't fake. That's all I got to say. I'm going to tell you something. His behavior and his body language did spell like he was in danger. It looked real, bro. Like I seen that video 8 times, dog, just to see his movement, to see what his eyes, if he was drugged or not. Like, cause you know how people are drugged up, they start seeing shit. Like, nah,
Yeah,
fool, like
yeah,
this guy looked frantic, panic, paranoid radio, dog. Like he looked fucking crazy. So then he went on one more day. Check this out. May 17th, the last video. He records the mountain again back on the road, and he records the mountain, and he says this military comms tower, there was a military comms tower. That was the last video with 6 million views, over 6 million views. Now, this is where I got to tell you something, dog. Rico's from Canada. He's a big fan of ours, and I'm a big fan of his. Rico and I found a video and started noticing that if you go on Google Earth and you pull up the location of that ridge, that mountain, and you fucking try to scroll down on Google Earth, you see a giant humanoid standing right next to a satellite comm. I know, dog. I know it sounds fake, fool. It's 100% real and 1000% accurate, fool. I have the fucking coordinates. 52 degrees. I don't know, 42 inches and 22. No, the 42 feet and 22 inches north. 119 degrees with 9 feet to 59 inches west. I'm gonna put the fucking coordinates on the description of the show because this is a big find. Guys, it's the coordinates to the top of that ridge, and you can see a giant humanoid right next to the fucking giant satellite comm at the peak of the mountain. That's not fake, dog. It's not fake. And the most important thing about it is that you cannot go in 3D to see it. Crazy fake. Now that we finished with
you wouldn't be able to go to 3D to see it because on Mountain Ridge.
Yeah, there's no cars that will go up there either way,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, let's get that one out the way. I get it. But yeah, there's no way. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
But I get it.
We're gonna jump from the TikTok, and we're gonna end up the video and end this conversation in the next 15 minutes because I need to tell you about the hardcore shit. This is real. In the Freedom of Information website, there's a real message where Hillary Clinton is requesting documents to the chambers of Gilgamesh for a location of a buried Nephilim. Now, there's also traces of a super soldier program. Guys, the only reason I'm saying this is because we're going to start connecting dots here. There's a super soldier program where voluntary soldiers get mixed with animal DNA like Wolverine type mutants and get dropped in the fucking in the peaks of snowy areas of China, Russia, and Canada for experimental purposes. And this is real because there's articles from October 2022, proof of the CIA investing in biochemical firms where they try to bring back woolly mammoths, the big elephants with hair and shit, and enhance humans with DNA hacking and DNA editing. The company is called Colossus. If you guys go on Google and you check for these fucking articles from that came out from the Freedom of Information website, these are real articles posted by the CIA, released just like the UFO encounters. This is not fake. This is real.
Bro, you're telling me that Hollywood is telling us some type of truth?
X-Men, dog. X-Men.
Nah, who has ever mentioned that? Nah, big dog. Nah, we're groundbreaking shit. Nobody could have ever figured that out, big
Dude,
dog.
you're the one that said I want to say like a year ago, you told me, dog, there's something X-Men coming out, walking around. There's real fucking superhuman mutants. And you know what? It's funny because the CIA, there's a lawsuit in that same website. There's a lawsuit against the Air Force to release extraterrestrial bodies that they were holding on to. These are real lawsuits, fool, with real articles. And the only reason they're exposed is because of the Freedom of Information Act here in the United States. Like the CIA was holding all this information out. It's just people don't go and read it. That's the only fucking issue, dog. It's groundbreaking, like you said.
Well, that's a problem. Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff is out there, whether you want to believe it or not. But if you're willing to read and do a light research, you will find it. Mm-hmm. That's why we always say hashtag go look it up. Don't believe us, no problem. Go look it up.
You know what, Tank? You know
What?
what, dog?
Whoa.
During the time that he was posting his TikTok videos back in May and April, right after in July 2022, the Russian media and the lawmakers of Russia claimed there's fucking news articles. Google it, guys. Google it. Hashtag buscalo, dog. Check it out. There's fucking claims that their armies were against biologically modified Ukrainian super soldiers. Russia was claiming they were fighting super soldiers in Ukraine this past year, right after this poor Dawson kid fucking died. Real shit. So I'm not trying to say that what he saw was a fucking Bigfoot or a super soldier, but what I am saying is that there's some sketchy shit in the fucking mountains of the North America, Russia and China, where there's might be some X-Men super soldier Wolverine slash dashing fucking biolab chemical fucking Captain America wannabe ass soldier killing people out there, dog. Damn, that was a mouthful.
Okay. This is gonna sound really normy, but I just can't believe it, big dog. It's still out of this realm to me. You get me? I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I've said it myself that the government does drop truths through Hollywood. Yeah, I mean Hollywood, and it's just one of those type of things that it's really hard for you to swallow. You get me? It's
Yeah, I
really.
know.
Yeah,
But the kid did die though. The kid did die. The kid,
yes.
like he really died. So the Campbell River Mirror obituary, which is the name of the fucking little city, little town where he lives, the details are these are the pictures of the details, which is kind of weird. I'm gonna go through the details real quick, Big Tank, right before we hang up. So in loving memory, loving husband, father, uncle, brother, and son. His mom was Yvonne Watchhorn. And then another mom, he had two moms called Kim Dawson. So there's two moms there. Weird. Soulmate, I guess Sama and her daughter Trinity and family. His son Preston and grandma Lana. That's weird. I think that was excuse me, that was a typo. And then he has grandma, Darren Dawson, aunt and uncle, Court Dawson, Shauna, and family. Right? So all the names are good. Siblings, Wesley, Temin, Cowboy, Cheese, and Taylor. Okay, Tony, Scott, and family. But the one that looks kind of weird, it goes, his son was Preston and grandma Lana, and then grandma said Darren Lawson. So it's kind of weird. I'm not sure what that means, but this is the only proof. I guess he died in November 4th. No, July 1st, 2022. And July 22 was when the Russian government was claiming that there was some super soldiers in Ukraine with biolabs. As a matter of fact, right before we hang up again, I'm gonna let you guys know something. Russia also claimed that they liberated a bunch of secret biolabs with secret bioweapons from the U.S. and Ukraine. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm trying to reach here. I'm trying to fucking put up a point, but I am trying to say that this whole thing looks sketchy as fuck. Now, my big question is, why isn't his fucking website scrubbed? Why isn't the story scrubbed? And why isn't nobody else in the local area saying anything about this situation? Or are they in lockdown? You get what I'm saying? So if we have any Canadian fucking listeners, if you know anything about Whistle Peak in Alberta, Canada, you need to hit us up and DM us today so that we know what the fuck's popping slam, because it's getting pretty, it's a hard lick to swallow. Get it? No? What do you think, Big Tag? Give it to me, dog. Give it to me, fool.
If they're used to that type of weird and they're quiet about it, why would they say anything about this?
You a fucking asshole. You're right. Some fucking alien predator type shit, right?
Yeah,
People stay quiet
if
about
they're
it.
used to it, I mean, for all that we know, let's just use a predator alien type shit like you said right now. You get me? If they're already used to it and they're already accustomed to it, and for all that we know, you know how it is sometimes. Oh, don't go up there, it's dangerous, a lot of people don't come back or whatever it is. I mean, to them, him dying is like, well, you see, we told you, you don't want to listen. Look what happened.
You know what? You mentioned also that you have a couple of family members from a rural part of Mexico where they're very they practice a lot of witchcraft, right? You said
Yes.
in shape shifting fucking witches that are high tech level shit, on their magical
Allegedly,
shit. Yeah.
according to them, but yeah.
Okay, so that town, the reason that town is the way it is because every local of the town also knows how to keep a secret,
Exactly.
right? And
You
they live
get
in that lifestyle.
exactly my point. That's where it's just a little bit too much to distinguish abroad.
What
You
about
get
the
me?
military though? The military being with the helicopters there.
I mean, no, I'm not saying it's not possible. You get me? But if they're keeping quiet about that, they're gonna keep quiet about everything. You get me? You could tell it's just one of those type of places where they mind their own business. You get me? I mean, it's like a lot of small places. They only care about themselves or their family, and the rest of it, they could care less about the world. You
Yeah,
get me?
yeah, I
I mean,
completely agree.
I'm not saying that's what happened, but I mean that's what it feels like. To be
And
honest.
it feels also like they don't want any other fucking outsiders in the little town. That's what it sounds because it's a real small town.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. I
Crazy
mean,
shit.
so I can't say they're under lockdown or they're being threatened or anything like that. It could just be normal people just running their course through life, and
Mhm.
to them this is normal. You
Yeah,
get me? Hey,
absolutely.
it don't bother me. I'm not bothering them.
Damn, real shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Andrew Dawson. I really hope you guys enjoyed this fucking episode. This episode was action packed. It had a mystery, it had timestamps, it had names, it had fucking websites, and it had a north degree with a west degree.
Inches, centimeters, diameter,
Yeah.
everything,
Uh,
equator, everything was put up in that shit.
that's right. That's right. We have Mutant Ninja Turtles. We have all that good shit. So make sure you stay tuned to another episode of Paranormal Podcast. Thank you so much for joining me. And Big Tag, let them know where they can find you.
Woof, you guys know the deal. Catch me at EKNAT626. Once again, EKNAT626. That is the place to be. I am Eknat, Big Tank, whatever you want to call me. I do got that
Professor.
PhD in
Oh,
STD.
yeah,
Oh, don't
there
you
it
get it,
is.
Big Daddy?
Thank you so much for joining me again, Big Tech, for doing this one with me, for again, doing your part. And ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for that Monday drop. I hope you guys enjoyed that last one. We're doing big days, making big moves this fucking year. Hopefully, you guys drop a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, absolutely free. And check us out on ParanorMalRadio.com. That's right.
Sheesh. Till the next time, big dog. Till the next time.
Paranoid Radio.